Feature Friday.
The freshest. All right.
Dude, this is so fucking popular, and like everyone talks about it, and we kept getting requested it, and we looked at the list. What have we ever done this?
Seen this?
And yeah, this is I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Regine Velasquez.
Yeah, but this is like the highest version.
I don't think I've ever heard the lower version.
I know, but I just pointing it out there because apparently that's an important fact. I love how you guys were like, Efra needs to sing more.
Sing what?
Sing more, Regine. And I was like, because he posted a
last
story.
night.
And I was like, can you make him sing more?
I love that song. It's so funny. Makes you fucking just shout. That's what I feel like.
And I was like, I don't think that's good for my ear health, but you know, Efra was howling.
There's no point attempting to properly sing when it's Regine Velasquez.
I don't think
when you're
so.
at my skill level.
Yeah, I suppose you're correct.
Like I
don't think it's healthy for any skill level.
Here's the thing. I'm not a fucking shit singer, right? But when it comes to Regine, I am a shit singer. Like
I take it.
I am that low down compared to that. You know what I mean? Like someone like you, maybe other singers.
No. No, bro. I cannot. It's a task, bro. It's a task.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm just a normal human.
Yeah, she's definitely not human sometimes.
So let me be.
Yeah, I bet this is like one of those non-human performances. Let's have a look. What a dress.
People go crazy with it.
That's a grand entrance.
Still recognizable voices.
That's how you do a rock cover when you're not a rock artist. You don't have to be a rock artist to sing these songs. And I think a lot of the times, tons of artists fall, not a lot of people, not artists, but a lot of people like fall into this like idea that you just have to replicate the original. I know, you have to be like, I don't know, like somehow like, wow. But you don't. I think what makes this cover really special is the fact that she is doing her thing, and her thing, you know.
It's a bloody
like,
cover.
Yes, but
It's not a copy.
But there's a lot of misunderstanding when it comes to that. I mean, a lot of people have really mixed opinions when it comes to like doing a cover. If you're doing a cover, it should be, you know, stick to the original as like a photocopy. And some people think doing a cover is, you know, adhering to your own standards and adding something new to the thing. But I honestly think that she is one of the good people to understand what a cover requires and what you can give from your own artistic input, because a lot of the times, you know, she can be close to the original but never the same, and that is a really fine line, and I really love that though.
The line is you want to try and attempt to make a cover that is recognizable, so therefore it must be somewhat similar to the original.
Yeah.
But just enough so that it recognizes, so that the audience recognizes what the fuck it is, because that's the whole point of doing a cover. But it shouldn't be a what would you call it? A replica. It should be literally what it says on the tin, a cover. You know, you're adding layers. You're actually doing something different. And that's fine. As a matter of fact, I think some of the most popular covers that have happened sometimes are because they do become so popular because they take such radically different takes.
I agree.
I think Regine, it's on the line of, it's certainly not a replica, but she's so unique in her own right, like her voice, and she has such, you know, she packs a punch. So that's enough. It's sufficient. But not many people are like that, though.
Like, for example, up to this point, without being absolutely crazy about any runs or any riffs or anything, just what she does, and the amplification of melody and the highlights on details throughout the singing line, the singing phrase itself, that like that has been overlooked in the original piece, kind of become magnified here, and that's a talent on its own.
Yeah.
Because you really have to become very refined at note accuracy, and understanding that note accuracy doesn't necessarily mean to be choppy, which it can also be, you know, a misunderstanding of the technique itself, because when you're learning it, that's how they teach you it, right? So you have to chop it through so you can hit the notes and be very accurate about it. But in her case, she's so far beyond that point.
Very fluid.
It's very fluid. So, but she's so note accurate that she even highlights points that in the original have already been forgotten.
When you're at that level, I guess you have the opportunity to even do songs that are in a better way technically than they were, you know, that they became
originally
popularized.
Yeah, I suppose you're correct. Beautiful dress though. Wow. Breathe? That was one whole breath. That key change wasn't one whole breath.
It's bizarre how she still maintains such like. It's as if she was doing an exercise and she was still maintaining core strength regardless of the of like the weight
level
of
of intensity.
She still look like, and in singing, I guess core strength is also an aspect of it. But I guess
actually, you want to be as loose and relaxed in the core as possible. But
maybe not core strength. I guess
anchoring.
Yeah, I guess the translation of it would be that, right?
Yeah.
Grounding, anchoring, but. It would be like if she was, I don't know, fucking lifting 300 kilograms in a deadlift, and it looked just as easy. It didn't look as easy, but it looked just as stable as if it was 100.
The thing is, though, it's her technique. You can actually see it on the big shot where the camera opens up. The big open shot where she's kind of like readjusting, and there's a little bit of like uneasiness, and I think it comes from being in high heels, perhaps. That really like sometimes it doesn't help with the grounding of things. You can't really feel the floor, and that a lot of the times like can create a lot of uneasiness, and like especially when you're shifting to get ready for such a big moment. And if you want to make it sound easy and effortless, you really need to be anchored. You really need to be grounded. Like, you really need to feel it. So just look at this huge... You can even see it, that there's a lot of tension going through in her hands. Yeah, she's trying to find anchoring. See, there's a lot of anchoring happening already. Readjusting. Like a definite anchor there. One breath. Breathe.
That dress is attractive as
Oh,
hell.
she just looks perfect.
That's a beautiful
Her
dress.
stylist just picks beautiful, always, her
Well,
whole
A lot
career.
of people were telling me, like, back, not back in the day, but like in this period of like from the 90s to the 2000 and 2000 to 2005, one of the things that was very popular in the Philippines in TV was that a lot of designers and people that just made dresses for the shows would provide her with the dresses that they were trying to make, and sometimes they would sell them and stuff like that.
The Regine dress.
Yeah, that stuff like that. Sometimes it would be for charities, sometimes it would be for auctions and stuff like that.
How fun!
Yeah, it's madness.
Oh.
I wonder if anyone watching has ever gone to one of those and
Oh,
has actually ever
how
gotten an
fun.
item.
Oh, that
Like
would
a
be
dress.
amazing. I just think...
It was Opelita, right? Also to
Yes.
be
Yeah,
involved
yeah.
in it. I think also, I don't know who else. It was.
Sharon Cuneta does that sometimes as well.
Yeah, because they do wear like these amazing fucking dresses.
Yeah, and they're so iconic. They become so such iconic pieces throughout, like the whole history of
Yeah,
the
dude, like
Filipino entertainment.
I love the woman I go out with or something. Like, wear
Wear this
dress. Do you
dress.
like that dress? Yeah.
Have it. I'm betting. Listen,
I'm betting. It's not a horse race. It's an auction. It's an auction.
well, don't you bet in auctions?
You don't bet. You don't bet. You
No?
you put an offer out there.
Well, I'll offer something.
You bid. That's what it's called. You bid.
Ah.
You bid, and then the highest bid wins.
All right, like what is it in eBay? On eBay, you do that, right?
yes, that would be. I know.
I don't know, bro. I'm not rich.
It's just bizarre when people think of auctions and then eBay. It's like
It's like, well, isn't it? I don't know. The point
they do
is.
auctions for everything as well. Properties,
Oh,
cars,
oh wow.
history.
I know you can do it in art galleries. Art is a huge thing with
I mean,
auctions.
it's a big event. People
Yeah,
that go
yeah,
there are usually very I guess wealthy because
They
you
have to be, yeah, right? So, anyways, the point is, going back to music, bro, because that's what I know.
One day in the future, they'll do auctions of music, like records.
Yeah, they have done that. I've read it in the billboards.
No, maybe not that, because I do know they do that. But
they do
maybe
that.
how this whole like currency stuff is going on, like NFTs. You know how like Kings of Leon sold the rights of the, it's like it's a currency, but it doesn't exist. It's the art is the currency.
It's the currency, yeah.
Yeah, it's not money, but that represents. It's very bizarre.
It's like the corgi coin.
Corgi, yeah, like all these. I guess that's just cryptocurrencies.
Is that not the same?
Same realm of things, I guess.
Nice, Waleska. Big brain energy.
I wonder if they'll do events like that, and then they'll be like, you're buying a picture of a dog or something. Because that's what an NFT essentially is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Listen, back to music. I think having the song was so pinnacle, the same, pretty much adhered to the original.
Very Regine arrangements.
But I love those Regine arrangements towards the end. I mean, they made it power ballad. It's like, woo, great. And the choices she made throughout, as the song kept progressing, increased in difficulty as a Regine arrangement would do.
First 2 minutes, not bad.
It's like, wow, highly
singable.
melodic, wow, fantastic.
And then
key change, first key change, right? And then there's like big belting moment, one breath, amazing display of freaking technique, is just textbook perfection. And then there is, let's do some vocal acrobatics. And it's just so great because they don't feel overpowering. They don't feel like she's overshooting. Apart from like that ending, that was totally unnecessary. But yes, it's a Regine song,
Regine.
so it must end with a bang. Yeah. And I think it's like towards that right note at the end, you could see all of that effort really anchoring towards the back so far back that she even had to physically bend backwards, and it is usually not advised, but if it works, it works. I mean, when it works, it does work really well. And I also love how she really slid into the notes and never. It's like sliding into the note, and that is a really difficult thing to do. Usually you would want to hit the note and maintain it and sustain it, really lift that note to keep it there. But it just shows, the level of expertise, because she's so comfortable. She's able to make the tough decisions in the performance itself. Because at the end of the day, it's it's the arrangement is done for her, but it's always down to the artist and how they will develop those arrangements. So she could literally make her own choices and change all of that.
Yeah, I guess not advised, but yes, she could.
She definitely could, especially given the level where she's at. And I think it's a beautiful way of doing something so differently.
It's a good song. I mean, and it's a good, I guess, cover of the song. I guess it kind of goes beyond the cover at that level. It's a bit.
She really owned it.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know what you thought about it. And it's very bizarre that we hadn't checked this out before.
That's right.
But yeah, let us know what you thought about it and maybe what else we should check out next.
Yay!
I don't wanna close my eyes.